I say Royal Rising? Welcome to another sunrise session. We are on earlier in the afternoon. It's called Divine Soul Sessions, but in the morning, it's the sunrise sessions to see what your angels and ancestors have to say. What message do you need to hear before you start your day? Today is Monday. August 3rd, and 3 is a number of reconciliation, a number of restoring balance, right? A number of strength, because the triangle, right, is one of the strongest structures that they are. We are in the heart of the Lionsgate portal. What have you been manifesting? What shifts, what changes have been coming up for you? What things have miraculously or automagically shifted for you? We're going to get into today's message, but you are reminded that Mondays are ruled by the moon, and the moon is Pisces energy, Cancer's energy, the energy of things being revealed, right? The hidden things being revealed once and for all. If you have any questions, any thoughts, any feelings that come out as we're downloading the collective message this morning, do not hesitate to put it in the chat. I will read your comments. If you need a personal message, while we're live, that information's in the you know where. I pray that these messages find exactly who they are supposed to find when they are supposed to find the message. I pray that any negative energy sent my way or to the way of the collective is instantly turned into peace, blessings, and protection. Ashe. As we start the month of August, we already know that this is going to be a month where we see a lot of sudden shifts, and a lot of sudden changes because we have those eclipses coming up. We have the solar eclipse in Pisces on Wednesday, August 12th. And then we have the lunar eclipse coming in. No, the solar eclipse is in Pisces, the lunar eclipse. The solar eclipse is in Leo, the lunar eclipse is in Pisces. Heavy, heavy Pisces energy inundating the live today. The beautiful thing about Pisces is the only sign that has one foot here on earth and the other foot in the astral realm. Hidden dreams, Neptune energy, Neptune being retrograde. This is why we keep getting messages about the masculine being up in their head, being up in their feelings, because it's been a moment, especially over the past 10 days, of having those incessant thoughts, incessant dreams, incessant visions, pushing people to do things right. Holy Spirit, what does the collective need to know on this beautiful Monday? What do they need to know to start their week? If you'd like a personal reading, that information's in the bio. And I'll be getting to the personals after we do the collective. We're going to do the collective, and then we're going to pull a message for each sign, and then we'll get into the individual messages. Those of you who requested readings, especially the video readings, those will be delivered this morning and this afternoon. Thank you, thank you, thank you for allowing me to assist you with this leg of your journey. Holy Spirit, what does the collective need to know on this Monday? What does the collective need to know on this Monday? How are you guys doing on this beautiful day? I mean, if you're not in New York, right? It's a little stormy today. But that's good. We need the storms, right? Because the storms clear away everything that's not good, so everything that is good can find you. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know on this Monday? What else? Ooh. We're going to leave that just like that. For those of you on the YouTube side, you can't see the mess that it made, but the cards kind of like just spread out, right? So we're going to leave them just like that. What is the vibe, Holy Spirit, on this Monday? Royal Rising, and thank you for spending this part of your day with Spirit, the Soul Tribe, and me. What else does the collective need to know on this Wednesday. For those of you, there is something going on this side. For those of you just joining us, we're getting into the collective message, and then we're going to get into the messages for each sign, starting with Leo, of course. Happy birthday, Leo, and ending with Cancer. Last but not least, let's get a Kipper message for the collective. What else does the collective need to know on this? You're going to start with this cascade of cards that's going this way. What else does the collective need to know? Because I feel like it's going to be somebody's personal message. But before we do that, let me get a sip of my tea. How do you guys start your day? Are you a tea person, coffee person, or are you like me, both? Now, let me shift this to the side so the YouTube side can see the cascade of cards and how they fell out. Starting with the coffin. Now, you guys know I don't like reading cards in reverse, especially the Kipper, the Oracle, Tarot. Well, Tarot you read in reverse, right, when it comes out. But seeing this coffin card in reverse feels like the dawn before some major shift, some major change, some major happening in your life that you do not see coming. This coffin card showing up in this energy feels like something you thought that was dead and gone, something you thought that was over with, that there was no life left, is about to miraculously. I keep hearing Pisces, I keep hearing miracles, right? Something is about to miraculously change, miraculously shift in your world. We have the Seven of Cups with the many options, the many choices, the multiple choices, the different streams of revenue I'm hearing for somebody. Having your ideas manifest into your reality, having your dreams manifest into your reality, and now with the divine masculine, right? With the masculine energy coming out in reverse. This is definitely about those of you, or it could be for someone who has been in no contact with their person. We got the heads up last week that if you're in no contact with your person, leave it as no contact because they're doing a lot of healing, a lot of learning about themselves. Some of you are, especially if you know you are a chosen one, you know you have a higher calling in this world. Your person was specifically sent a karmic to derail them off their divine journey, and they're coming into the epiphany. I'm guessing this is why the coffin card came out. You thought this person was so far gone that they were never going to wake up, that they would never right their wrongs. They're about to pleasantly surprise you. They're about to pleasantly surprise you with this daydreaming and this sipping, of course, right? Because this is a tea morning. This is someone who, if you could only feel what I'm feeling right now when it comes to this person, this is someone who definitely never forgot about you. You were like, you know, when you get something stuck in your teeth and you just can't get it out no matter what you do? You were like stuck on this person's soul in the same way. And this is why we got the messages that no matter who they were with, no matter what they were doing, they always thought about you. Now they're putting two and two together. They're in the energy of figuring things out. They're in the energy of realizing that there's more to this life than what they originally thought. And they are thanking you for being the one that awakened them. This is someone that's going to come in to personally thank you. This is someone that's coming to bring gifts. They're coming to bring something concrete to let you know that they're not just all talk. They're not just saying pretty words to get back into your heart, to get back into your pants. Mm-mm. This person, and this is reason number two why you were told to leave them alone, When they come back, they're going to come back with a commitment. They're going to come back bearing gifts. They're going to come back with more actions than words. And your job when they do is to make sure their actions align with what you actually want when it comes to partnership, when it comes to love. Because by now, you do have your vision of love, right? We've talked about it on and on and on and on and on and on and on, right? You do know what it is you want in a partner. And if you don't, now is a good time to try to figure that out. Now is a good time to put a pen to paper, put pencil to paper, and say, this is what I want in love because it's coming. It's coming. I don't know why these glasses keep popping up, but hey, I'm here for it. You guys can't see it on the YouTube side. Betrayal, loss, depression. That person, that person that the karmic, whether it's a karmic friend, a karmic lover, a karmic partner, that person that came between you and your person, that was the tipping stone. This is what really set your person on a tizzy to figure out their life, to figure out why things were happening for them, to them, the way that it was. This betrayal from somebody that they trusted is the one that woke them up. Spirit is saying, set them straight, but I'm hearing woke them up. This feels like a personal message. You know, especially if you are a Scorpio, Taurus, heavy Scorpio and Taurus energy, right? Or Pisces, since that seems to be heavy on the energy, leave that person be, right? Let them figure out what they need to figure out because they are on a sacred journey of becoming. They are on a sacred journey of self discovery. And when people are in that mode, they're best left alone to figure things out on their own. You can send them well wishes, you can send them prayers, but they have to figure it out on their own. Imagine when babies first learn how to walk and we got to kind of let them figure it out. Of course, we could buy them those things and they make all types of toys to help the process along, but ultimately, the baby has to do it on their own in their own time. There's no two babies, right? For those of you who have multiple children, you could attest to this, right? There's no two babies that started walking at the precise same time, right? Some babies start walking at 8 months. Some babies don't start walking until they're 18 months, right? And they're all moving in their own time, learning how to become stable, self sufficient on their own. Your person, especially if they are a divine masculine, is going through the same exact process. Well, they might not be learning how to physically walk. They're learning how to walk in spirit. They're learning how to trust their intuition. They're learning how to hear the voice of God and actually understand what they're being told. That's beautiful. I got to take another sip of tea on that because this person is never going to be the same. Back to the collective reading. Tick tock. Tick tock and high honors coming out together. This miracle, this blessing, this life change, this thing that you thought was dead and gone was never going to happen. It's going to happen suddenly. It should have, for some of you, it should have happened already, but for a number of reasons. And we learned last week that a lot of you were under spiritual attack, so that's part of it. But you're at a point right now where you're untouchable. We heard that last week and leaning into the energy again this week. It's like little by little, things are shifting in the right direction for you. Little by little, the winds of change are shifting in your direction. The blessings are coming. It may look like nothing is happening, and it feels like for a lot of you, nothing is happening because it's happening on a very minute, small scale, but little by little, day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, things are getting a lot better. message vacate and look. And of course, the child would come out, right? But this is giving very Christmas morning energy. You're going to get some type of message. And some of you got this as a personal reading, and it came up for some of the signs last week. You're going to get some type of message of some type of job shift, some type of promotion in the physical and in the spiritual that's going to put life on easy mode. I think this is what we're going to title the video once we're done with the live, because if you miss any parts of the live, it's going to be available on my YouTube. So we're going to title Life on Easy Mode, the easy button. Things are going to start falling into place. Right now, the foundation is being laid. The storm is clearing away the last remnants of people, places, and things that can go with you on this next leg of the journey, that can't be with you. When you start receiving the blessings, the answered prayers, the wish fulfillment, what is the biggest thing that you've been wishing for, hoping for in 2026 that hasn't come to pass yet? You could put it in the chat because I'd love to hear about it. But what is that big, big thing? It's about to happen. It's about to go down. Things are about to shift in your favor. This childlike innocence, this childlike glee, this childlike knowing that the thing that you ask for, the thing that you wish for, the thing that you hope for, is going to manifest into your reality one way or another. They just want you to believe and get ready. I'm hearing that song with Rihanna and Nicki Minaj where she goes, "Get ready for it. I came to win." You're about to be celebrated by the divine in a way that you've never been celebrated before. And some of you are like, Etta, we've heard this message throughout the entire year when it's going to happen. And I'll tell you, like I always tell you, in divine timing, when it's supposed to happen. Going back to how babies learn how to walk. Some do it within, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months. Some it's around 10 months, 12 months, 18 months, right? When they are supposed to. Do not worry about the timing. Start getting ready for it, especially for those big wishes. Some of you want that job promotion but don't know what to do with that salary. Don't know how to handle the responsibilities that will come with that new promotion. Start showing up as the person that already has the promotion, especially those of you who work at very prestigious companies that have room for you to grow, that you want to grow. Start walking around like you already have the position that you want. Even if you're in the mailroom, even if you're the secretary, you have the credentials for a bigger title. Start doing the job responsibilities of that title and watch how quickly that position becomes yours. Watch how quickly the suits come down and ask you, practically beg you to take that position. We're coming into a period of time that as long as you show up as the person who has the thing, whether it's a job promotion, a love, a life, the whole universe will yield to bring you that thing unapologetically. So get ready for it. Get ready to receive the blessings, the peace, the miracles, whatever it is you've been hoping, wishing for, asking for, and we're back for a time. We're back to time to go. We got this the last time we were live, as I look up and it says 8:11 on my clock. We got this the last time, letting you know that you have to move by faith and not by sight. Just keep moving forward, whether you're taking baby steps or whether you're running full speed ahead. You're, you guys, I had to pull this back out because I thought this was for somebody in particular. But seeing this Page of Cups, this new beginning come through, and feminine energy, we now have the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Couples coming together once and for all, especially power couples coming together once and for all. Couples that once they get together, their money will no longer be looking funny. Something about the union create some type of new idea, some type of new vision, some type of new elevation in spirit and in the physical that brings you that happily ever after, that brings you that peace, that brings you that wish fulfillment. Messages of love, but messages coming through again. For those of you who counted your person out because you thought they would never change, reconsider that. At least hear them out. Give them an opportunity to show you that they've changed. For those of you who are so heavy in your head with this Nine of Swords that nothing is going to change, that nothing is going to shift, as long as you keep speaking it into existence, as long as you keep showing up as the person who already has the thing, it's going to work out. And it's going to work out better than you can imagine with this Ace of Cups. When we see the Ace of Cups in traditional tarot, it's the imagery of your cup running over. It's the energy of you having more than enough. Stop worrying, stop stressing, and know that things are going to not only work out, but they're going to work out for you better than you can imagine. We have Pathway, which talks about the journey. Because you see what that says. You feel the vibe of this card. You already know what's about to happen. Get out of your head. Going back to what was said about things shifting little by little, for some of you, it's on a very minute, minuscule, can't see with the naked eye scale. But little by little adds to a lot, right? If you put a penny away every minute, every second, right, it's going to add up to a lot of money by the end of the day. You start with a penny, but you won't end with 1 cent, right? You won't end with that penny. Yesterday, the collective got the message that where you started is not going to be where you end. So focus on the end. Start living, right, Neville, from the end. And watch how quickly everything falls into place for you. When we do our mentorship, right, those of you who do the mentorship program, the coaching program with me, this is stuff that we work through every single week to help you stay in alignment. And you see how quickly your life shifted from where you were to where you wanted to be as we enter into the Jupiter hour. Some of you need to, you've gotten really, really good with following the lunar cycles, the eclipses, when to manifest, when to banish, when to do this and when to do that. Your next exercise, your next thing to get really, really good at, as I mix up all the cards to clear the table, is to follow the planetary hours. Every day is ruled by a planet. Like Mondays are ruled by the moon, Sundays are ruled by the sun, right? And every hour of that day is ruled by one of the 7 major planets. So since today is Monday, the first planetary hour, which starts at sunrise, is the moon hour. And then it goes through the other planets, and I don't remember the order of the planets, but we're in the Jupiter hour now. And I believe the Saturn hour was just before or just after. We're going to get into, we didn't pull a Kipper deck. I knew I was missing something. So we're going to pull the Kipper for the signs, for what you guys need to know for this week. Now, these messages could be for your sun, moon, and or rising. We won't pull a tarot. We'll just do straight oracle today. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Holy Spirit, what does the collective need to know for this Monday? What do they need to know? This is my big deck that always gets messy. What does the collective need to know as they start their beautiful first week of August? Let's try this again. I don't even remember how many exact cards are in here, but it's a lot. There we go. And then I'll get to your comments and questions. If you have a personal question and you want a reading while we're live, that information's in the you know where. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know on this Monday? Starting with, well, let me take another sip of my tea. Leo, Sun, Moon, and or rising with this Venus energy. This is not only a good week, Leo, for you to really buckle down on your vision of love and make sure that the person that you're with or the person that you want to be with actually fits that vision of love. But this is a good week to really spoil on you, love on yourself. Go through your self care routine. It's a good day for going to the spa, right? This is a good week for you to start showing you how much you love you before the universe can celebrate you, before the whole world can celebrate you. You have to start celebrating you. Taurus, Libra, any Taurus, Libra folks in your life, Libra, Leo, can be good allies if you let them in an authentic way. Not the mask that you show the world, but the one you reserve for your closest and deepest friends. Yeah, your destiny helpers are coming along to help you manifest that dream into your reality. But first, you have to get ready for it. That is further clarified by occupation. Head down, doing the work you know that needs to be done to manifest that dream, not just in love, but in life, in your finances, in your health, right? Doing what you need to be doing, right? Following the signs, following your intuition, and making sure you make time every single morning, every single day to meditate so that you can manifest those dreams into your reality. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and or rising. If you're just joining us, we're going from Virgo now to Cancer, right? We don't go from Aries to Pisces. We go from the sign of the moment, which is Leo. Happy birthday, Leos, right? Until whatever sign we end up with after that. Virgo, you have Proverbs 31:25. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at days to come. Virgo, not only is this talking about coming into a season where you're going to be so at peace that everything you went through to get to this season is going to be a blur. It's going to be laughable. You'll be able to look back on it and say, you know what? Everything worked out for my highest and greatest good, and I couldn't be any happier. But those of you, whether you are a Virgo or not, who are in the energy of trying to be that Proverbs 31 woman, get your ego in check. Bring it down a few notches and remember your job is not only to be a great wife and mother, but a great entrepreneur. The reason why she wants for nothing and has so much peace is because the Proverbs 31 woman does not only have a rich and wealthy husband, she's rich and wealthy herself. She has the means and ability, right? The resiliency that if it all fell apart today, she could build it back together today. Start working on learning the skills, building up the wherewithal that if it all came crashing down today, you could build it back today, not tomorrow. Virgo, your message is further clarified by expectation, confirmation that whatever you've been hoping for, wishing for, asking for is coming. When is it coming? It might come today. It might. We're in the windows, right? We're in the crosshairs of eclipse season, and you know, eclipse season is when any and everything can happen, and these things happen suddenly. Your biggest thing is to get ready for it. Like if she's going on a date, she's already dressed. She's just waiting for her suitor, her person to show up. Start showing up for what it is that you want in life. Libra, Sun, Moon, and or Rising. Your message on this Monday. I love how we have the Bible verses on a Monday. First thing on a Monday, Psalm 91:7. 1,000 may fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you, especially if you are a Libra moon or a Libra rising. Make sure you stay focused on manifesting your dreams into your reality. Make sure you stay focused, knowing mind, body, and soul that whatever you've been wishing for, hoping for, is going to come to pass. You're going to see a lot of destruction. You're going to hear a lot of slow singing and see a lot of flower bringing, but it shall not come near you. You may stumble, but dearest Libra, you're not gonna fall unless you take your eyes off the goal. You allow yourself to get distracted by what's not happening. You fail to see what is. Do not be concerned with anything that might be popping up that's going to get you into the energy that you think your life is falling apart or you think things are not working out. Things are going to work out a lot better. I feel like this is like the overall theme of today's message for everyone, not just for Libra. It's going to work out a lot better than you think. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and or Rising. With a quote by Jamie Anderson, grief, I've learned, is really just love. It's all the love you want to give but cannot. Scorpio, going back to the divine feminine, divine masculine energy, you could be a Scorpio, your person can have Scorpio placements, especially a Scorpio Mars or a Scorpio 6th or 7th house. They're grieving you. They're realizing in this energy that the mask that they put up, the front that they put up, the things that they did, they ended up playing themselves. In the end, they may have hurt you, but they hurt themselves the worst. Some of them are in that coffin energy and feel like, especially if this is a Scorpio, they feel like they've done too much damage to even try to ask you to have an opportunity to right their wrongs. That is further clarified by courtship. Let them, let them. Especially if they've gone through their grieving process. This is not going back to what was said for the collective. This is not someone that's just coming to say sweet words and get in your pants, right? Get them draws. No, this is someone that's going to do everything in their ability to make sure that they never lose you again. This might even be someone who didn't like going on dates, who didn't like doing flowers and gifts and all of those simp. They didn't like to simp, I'm hearing. They may have even used that phrase, and they're going to start doing all of those things. Like you're going to be getting bouquets of flowers 2, 3 times out of the week, gifts just because. And it's going to be the silliest of things, right? It might be some of the things that you like and some things that just don't make sense because this person just doesn't know what to do to gain access to your heart again. So they're going to try everything to see which are the things that bring the brightest smile to your face, and they're going to make note of it so they can do that every single day. Like my neighbor across the street. You guys know I love gushing about my neighbors across the street because even though they're older in age, they're like in their 60s, they're still so lovey-dovey. He still opens the car door. He still opens all the doors for her. He still loves on her like they just met. And they've been together a while. That beautiful love story, as long as you have that vision of love written, right? You know what you want, and love is coming. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, Gabriel. As it starts to pour, hold on. Hold on. Gabriel is the archangel that deals with communication, right? He's God's messenger, but sometimes we forget he's just as with the shits as Archangel Michael. He's with that action and does what needs to be done, especially when it comes to our thoughts. and helping us see things the right way. Sag, you need to take a couple of steps back from the drama. You need to take a couple of steps back from what you're going through in order to see your way out, in order to see the solution. Once you're standing too close to the mirror, everything gets blurred, obscured. What you're seeing isn't what it is. For some of you, your person is realizing what they were seeing isn't what it was because Archangel Gabriel has been on that ass, has been in that head. This is why a lot of them have been thinking, realizing this and realizing that. It's not just the energy of Neptune going retrograde, pulling the wool from over their eyes, right? Removing blockages so that they can see things clearly in the physical and in the spiritual, but it is Gabriel working with them like he worked with Joseph to help them see things clearly because going back to that masculine, we're going to say divine masculine because they have a divine purpose. They have been sent a slew of karmics under the guise of friends and family, specifically to delay them off their journey. But TikTok, the time has arrived where that can't happen anymore. Known for delivering good news to key figures and warding off evil forces, some of you may need to start working with Archangel Gabriel. Let him know what you want, let him know what you're manifesting. He'll help. That is further clarified by mature men. Getting the guidance, getting the wisdom, like Solomon. Solomon, by the way, never asked for riches. He asked for the wisdom to be able to do what God put him on this earth to do. So of course, if he's supposed to help millions, right, he has to have the resources. So he got the idea for his businesses and his commerce, and of course, people would pay whatever they could just to hear him speak, just to get a dose of his wisdom. You have the access to that same level of wisdom. They really want you, especially if you are a Sagittarius rising, to start tapping into the ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge. Go try to play with the Akashic records, right? As however you see fit. Go on a hunt for sacred knowledge because it will assist you along your journey in ways that you didn't even realize were possible. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and or rising, you have third house, right? Which is the house of communication. Of course, speaking about Gabriel, somebody has to step into that Mercury energy, that communication energy. Side note, use this solar eclipse in Leo that we're having on August 12th to, I'm going to say it, make a vow, make a promise, do your affirmations. Because August 12th is a Wednesday, and Wednesdays are ruled by Mercury, which rules the third house, the house of communication. If you're trying to manifest big, beautiful things, say it with your whole chest. Make your promises and fully commit to living the life that you say you want to live. Further clarified for Capricorn, we have, I'm gonna cry. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I had to take a sip of tea to kind of still my nerves. This idea of taking a vow and your vows will be blessed not just applies to Capricorn, not just applies to marriage. This is an explosive moment in time where your word becomes your wand and those dreams manifest quicker, instant. Like once you go get married, right? You make the decision to go get married. The priest goes, "Do you take this? Do you take this?" I do. And I now pronounce you lawfully wedded, right? Once you make that commitment, that promise on this upcoming new moon, it is done. It is done. It is done. It is done. Enjoy your honeymoon. Enjoy the moment of bliss of having that wish fulfilled. And if you are getting married this month, congratulations. Some of you are single, single as the last Pringle in the can, will be married by this time next year. And that you could write down and come back and said, Etta, I didn't believe you when you said it. I didn't because I was that single Pringle in the can, right? No other Pringles around. And then it shifted, it changed. So I'm going to say congratulations in advance. And for those of you who have been struggling with seeing the light, do whatever needs to be done to keep your eyes focused on the prize so that you do not accidentally manifest something that you don't want. As we continue through the Lionsgate portal, keep your energy as light as possible. Work with your priest, work with your therapist, right? Work with your favorite spiritual advisor. If you head over to Dream 711, use code Thank You to save 25% off your sessions. But do something. Do not let the day come and go without you tapping in. Do not let the day come and go without you saying something to affirm, this is what I want, and start showing up as the person who already has it. Life is going on easy mode for those who are brave enough to say what they want and start showing up as the person who already has it. Going back to Capricorns specifically and marriage, you know what you want in love. You have a clear vision of love. Hold on to it because you're going to be tested, right? Once you create that vision, everything that is not that vision is going to show up. Abraham Hicks calls that contrast. You get the not before you get the is, if you could pick up what I'm putting down. Jeez Louise. My goodness, Capricorn. Aquarius, sun, moon, and or rising with the sun card, which in tarot is the brightest, most abundant card in the deck. This is not only speaking about Aquarius, but that Aquarius full moon we just had, whatever mood you were in, whatever thing you requested for the collective is coming in. hmm Just hold space for it. Going back to what was said earlier, it's going to happen a lot quicker than you realize it. You think nothing is happening, and then before you know it, that very thing you've been asking for is going to fall into your lap. Positivity, vitality, illumination, but the biggest thing, Leo, Leo. This Leo season is bringing is success and clarity. Aquarius, sometimes you get stuck in your head, and that's okay. That happens to the best of us. You're being called out to get out of your head and get into the knowingness that every little thing is going to be all right. Just like the song says. That's further clarified by false person. Whoever betrayed you, whoever was the false twin, do we say? Right? Was preparing you for the real thing, is preparing you for the real deal. Know that everything, as always, is always happening for your highest and greatest good. Whatever else you took is going to be replaced. Those L's will turn into winnings if you allow it, if you get out of your head and really use this energy to help you manifest those dreams that you have into your reality. Pisces, since you want to take over the reading, Hamza, symbol of protection believed to ward off the evil eye and bring good fortune, health, and happiness. Used as an amulet for strength, protection, and positivity. And I like the blue energy because it reminds me of Neptune. It reminds me of the ocean, the seas. Whoever you cut off, and I bet they're still giving you slack about it. They're still giving you slack for changing it up. You were supposed to. This next leg of your journey requires you to know that everything is going to be all right. Long as you keep your protection work up, long as you don't double down, um, you double down on your words. You do what you say you're going to do. You don't remove those boundaries. You don't make um, exceptions for people. You'll be fine. The minute you start to make exceptions is the minute everything will fall apart. You're building something new, and whatever it is, keep your cards close to your chest. Only let the people who are directly impacted by the work know what you are up to. Only let your sacred divine helpers know that what you're up to. Everybody else can find out when everybody else finds out. You're coming out of a season of losing it all to gain it all back and then some. Aries, Sun, Moon, and or rising with the eighth house, the house of transformation, and other things I'm not going to say on the live. This is a sacred rebirth for you, and things are falling into place or are about to. Keep praying, keep trusting, keep knowing that the things that you have been asking for are going to come. And you too, with this death, anything that was lost was only making room for you to receive that answered prayer that's further clarified by thief. Anything that has been, you have been robbed of, anything that has been taken from you is going to be replaced with double, triple, quadruple, much more than you can manage. Whatever happened, whoever thought they got away with something, let them, because the tables are about to turn in a very, very beautiful way. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and or rising with the Star card, which is Aquarius energy, going back to that Aquarius um, full moon and the energy that you were in. Hope, inspiration, renewal, spiritual guidance, healing. Stay optimistic. During these last few days of the Lionsgate portal, which peaks, by the way, on 8/8, stay as optimistic, not just Taurus, but everybody who is on a journey of restoring stability in their world. Stay as optimistic as possible and allow those things to manifest for you. Keep doing the work. Keep doing what you're being guided to do, especially when you have those moments where you meditate and you pray and then you get a vision. Stick to the vision because that vision is about to become your reality. Again, life being on easy mode. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and or rising with divine intervention. At 10:11. That does say 10:11. A higher power is stepping in to help you on your path. Ancestral and angelic help. The double whammy. Whatever you're going through, Gemini, you know this. It's already taken care of. But divine intervention coming out is giving you your concrete proof that everything is working out. Everything is being handled. You just go be, being prettier than a magnolia in May. Go enjoy your soft life. Go enjoy the things that, all the good things that life has to offer, because all of the bad things is being taken care of. Going back to which sign had the psalm? Um, Libra. You could have Libra placements, right? That idea of 1,000 may fall at your left, at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you, baby. It will not come near you. You will see all the signs and synchronicities of spiritual attacks coming your way, but they're not gonna land. That is further clarified by, do I need to talk about this? Do we need to get in depth into this? Gift. You being blessed in spite of, despite all the heavy negativity sent your way. You having your happily ever after, you living life on easy mode despite who and who wanted you to have the struggle, despite what who and who did for you not to have that peace, that abundance, that success. Heavy on the success. Oh well, they get to watch you enjoy your happily ever after. Last but not least, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and or Rising. I like how Cancer got its own energy with the moon because you know the moon rules Cancer and Pisces, but the moon coming out on a Monday, which is ruled by the moon, is even more auspicious. Subconscious dreams, uncertainty, illusions, psychic thoughts, mystery, visions, heavy on the wisdom, heavy on today being a day. If you're reined in like I am, right? If you're in the tri-state area, we have flash floods and all those things to look forward to today. It's a good day to meditate. It's a good day to just love on yourself. It's a good day to go through your journal, right? And see what has already manifested for you. Revisit that 13 wishes list. It's a good day to focus on clearing your third eye so the downloads you need to receive can come through. Sudden wealth, Cancer. You have the most beautiful confirmation of things suddenly shifting for you in all areas of your life. Start to prepare for it. That uncertainty or any doubts or fears you've been having, make peace with them once and for all and let go of them once and for all. Ashe. That is the message for the collective. Let's see what you guys are chit chatting about on the live. Thank you again for spending your day, your morning, or whenever you're watching this with me, Spirit, and the Soul Tribe. Thank you, Soul Tribe, my moderators, for keeping this a safe and sacred space for all. Okay, let's see. Let's start with hey. Hey, Miss Nicole, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, Delene. My biggest dreams are conflict skills and confident speaking to overcome my social and self expressing fears. Have you read Psycho Cybernetics or listened to it? Because it is available on YouTube. Let me know. Definitely one only at that time. One was 7 months, one 8 months, and the other's 12 months. Confirming, right? Everybody does it at their own time. And today's a good day to put the plants outside because it's going to rain, it's going to rain, it's going to rain. But you know what happens after the storm? Even if you don't see it, the rainbow comes, the blessings come. Hi, Morty. Hi, Fred. Royal Risings indeed. It's the afternoon over in South Africa. I love the fact that we have viewers from all over the world. We have Soul Tribe members, people that have been with us for years from all over the world. Hi, Nelly. How are you? Hi, Trey. Hi, Alexandria. Mm-mm-mm. Both. I see. I know I'm not the only one because now that I'm finished almost finished my cup of tea, I'm definitely in a little while gonna have coffee. I'm a coffee person, but I'm forced to have mint and apple tea. That actually sounds delicious, but why are you forced to have it? Tracy. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, SWV. I truly appreciate it. This is what I'm here for. Hi, Georgia girl. The professor. Well, hello. Hi, Lynn. Mm-mm-mm. So the reading list is now closed. Hey, K2. Good morning. Anybody who needs a reading after this, head over to Dream 711 and use code thank you. The info is on my webpage, Nezuko. It's just Henriette's Dreams, right? My TikTok is Henriette's underscore dreams. Mind you, I only have one TikTok. I only have one YouTube. And as somebody found out earlier today, I only have one Facebook. There's a lot of people everywhere duplicating my work or trying to pass off my work as theirs, but there's only one me. So yeah, just head over and put in Henriette's Dreams or Etta Mystic Healer, and I'll come right up. Biggest things, getting back with SB and having a lot of wealth and abundance is coming. It's coming. And those of you, one of the biggest things I feel like came out in the reading is to have faith. You know what you want, you know what you asked for. Really start making space for it to happen, for it to be delivered. I think it was specifically said, fall in your lap. If you're questioning if XYZ is going to happen, that's speaking to your doubt. Your guides want you to get to the point where you don't doubt anymore. You just know that business is going to be successful. You know you're going to be on your Mansa Musa energy, your Solomon energy, or at least the energy of wanting for nothing because you have everything you need. You got that, and that knowingness has to come from the depths of your soul. That when even the whole world is falling apart, you'll know that you will be just fine. You and yours will be just fine. Hi, Neek. Trey, everything does constantly like the tides, right? There's high tide and low tide, right? The waves come in and they go out. The ebb and flow. The ebb and flow. I just heard the same message from another reader a few minutes ago. How many times are they going to have to show you for you to believe? How many times, hey TJ, they're going to have to show you? Hi, Magical Foresight. Speaking about Leos and their birthday season, happy belated birthday. I hope your weekend was amazing, 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 amazing. I hope the whole season is amazing for you and my fellow Leos. Hi, Ebony Angel. How are you? Spiritual Chola from Seattle. You're up early. Royal Rising. Thank you for joining us. Hey, Doodle. And that's exactly why I started to cry. Because it's just beautiful. The way that came out is beautiful. Ebony Angel, you're my single Pringle. We're going to see. We got a whole year together. We're going to see. We are going to see. And if you missed any part of the collective, it will be available as soon as we get off the live. It's going to be on YouTube under the live tab, and it's going to be the most recent video. If you get there before I get there, I won't have a chance to change the thumbnail and the title, but it's going. You'll see the date on the message. Trey, anytime, anytime. Anytime, any questions about the messages that came out? If you need a personal reading, head over to Dream 711. But anything that came out. Hi, Krista. Look out for the book, Delene. You can even put in Psycho-Cybernetics, and the audio will come right up on YouTube. It's a white book with red lettering. Um, Listen to a couple of chapters and let me know how helpful they are. Hi, Golfito. How are you? All right. I am Belinda. How are you? All right, my loves. Any thoughts, questions, feelings you want to share with the collective before we wrap up? As I finish off my tea. Going once, going twice. I trust that on this beautiful Monday, even though it's raining and storming, Neek, did you see? No. Let me look up. No, Neek, I don't see a question from you. You DM'd me or put it in the chat? Because I don't see the message. Yeah. Put it in again. Hey, Crystal. Hi, Angelo. How are you? The reading list is closed. If you'd like a personal, just head over to Dream 711 or use the link in my description. We're waiting for one person on the TikTok side to put on their question. Or maybe that's not a question for the whole collective to hear. You might need to message me, Neek. You might need to message me. Yeah. We're going to wrap up. Thank you for spending this part of your day, your morning with me, Spirit, and the Soul Tribe. I pray that you guys have an amazing day that's filled with peace, prosperity, and blessings on every single level. May you be protected and have the best day ever. Stay blessed. Ashe.